Our enemies remain at home, abroad, and in the skies beyond our world.
Trouble, I don't look for trouble, but trouble looks for me. And it's been waiting around since I was 17. They say comes a hurricane. Trouble is her middle name. I don't look for trouble, yet trouble looks for me.
You look like the attractive cast of a CW show.
Supergirl, Season 2 premiere Monday, October 10th on the CW.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So Supergirl trying to build some hype for Season 2 with a bunch of villains. We'll also have some talk about like a Secret Wars, like universe combining event that they might be doing in the future. So here we go. So part of the fun of this is they just want to show you that they're picking up the pace now that they're bringing it to the CW, as if it felt a little bit slower like it was on CBS, like it was intended for slightly older audiences. Now they're not so worried about that CBS audience, so they can have a little more fun. In the very appropriate Cat Grant joke, you look like the attractive yet non-threatening cast of a CW show, just winking at the CW itself, because a lot of their casts are like that, intended for young audiences, so very attractive yet non-threatening. But they're also trying to show you some of the big things that are coming back in Season 2, some of these big villains. It's really a villains trailer, so I would expect upgraded versions of all these. Like you have the CBS version, then you have the upgraded CW version. Even the pace of the music lets you know that things are going to be moving a lot quicker. Even though The Flash was always on the CW, I feel like it was the same change between Season 1 and Season 2. Like they picked up the pace. They didn't feel the need to kind of slow things up so that people could follow along. Like they're like, okay, people understand who the Flash is. We don't need to over-explain things every single moment. So in keeping with that idea, Supergirl just gonna have a lot more fun with the really weird cosmic things of the Supergirl universe. Like if you don't read the comics, there's a Supergirl Rebirth title. They tune things just a little bit so that it's more in sync with the TV show. It doesn't follow the TV show, like the comics are always gonna be separate from the TV shows, but it's a little closer to the tone of the TV show. She faces Kryptonian werewolves. So just a really crazy genre idea that's a lot of fun. So you can kind of see where I'm headed with this. The CW has a lot of fun with genre shows. Supergirl also going to have a lot of fun with different genres. In Cadmus Labs will kind of be like the particle accelerator explosion. You know how like they created all those metahumans on the Flash, they started popping up, things went crazy. Cadmus Labs is where a lot of those types of stories will surface on Supergirl. The people operating Cadmus will be the big bads of the season. And even though they're not like really big comic book names that you might remember, it is true to the comics. There were like really evil people working inside Cadmus. But aside from Cyborg Superman and Kara's father, played by Dean Cain, being somewhere inside Cadmus, like he's trapped in Cadmus, we don't know exactly what's going to jump out of there. It's really just full of potential. They could do any number of different things that they want. But we actually do know, I actually almost forgot, Metallo will be like the first lead-off villain as part of the Superman arc that tees up the season. We're almost within like the 4-week range of the premiere. The premiere is like the week after The Flash. So once we get within that, I think they'll drop that Superman trailer. We'll see a little bit of Metallo. You'll get an idea for how he's going to work on the show. That's another really big thing too. And I know you're all kind of hoping that Dean Cain gets to be a version of Cyborg Superman. That would be really badass, but it depends on how much they're going to change Cyborg Superman from the comics, because technically it should be Hank Henshaw, which is who Martian Manhunter has been emulating. So if you wanted to do it exactly like the comics, then the evil version of Hank Henshaw, the one that's still alive, like the true version, he would come out as Cyborg Superman. But I'm expecting a few twists. They haven't said much about him, but I do think that he'll be like one of the biggest villains to come out of Cadmus Labs this season. Let me know in the comments though, which other villains do you want them to bring on the show? But for now, it seems like she's gonna stay in a different universe, so like her Earth won't be the same Earth that Barry and Oliver live on. But they might change that in the future. I think they're just taking their time, like they don't want to do everything all at once. Flashpoint's changing a lot of things, but it's not gonna be big enough to like merge her Earth with Barry's Earth. But the big producer, Greg Berlanti, did reference Secret Wars when he was talking about the types of crossovers that they try to do. I mean, he was talking about Marvel and DC like Crisis on Infinite Earths, Secret Wars. So he was really just making an offhanded reference to the types of big crossovers that happen in the comics. But as you all know, during Marvel's Secret Wars, they did Battle World, where a bunch of different Earths got combined into one Earth. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they will find a way to merge Supergirl with Barry's Earth. But let me know in the comments, Do you think that they will ever do that, or do you think that Supergirl will always be in a different universe? It's totally possible. They could go either way with it, but it would be a lot of fun if they did like a big, crazy comic book story where they combined her Earth with Barry's. That would be one of the most comic book things they could possibly do, aside from bringing Crypto onto the TV show. Not really expecting Superdog, but would be really nice. But congratulations to this week's giveaway winner, Matthew Duck. You win a $20 Amazon gift card. Be sure to private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. There'll be some more DC and Marvel later. I might do some more Justice League Deathstroke tonight, just talking about some of the actors. The biggest rumor is that Joe Manganiello is playing Deathstroke, but I'll talk about some of the different actors that could pull it off. There are like a few really big badass dudes that could do it. And we got some new Doctor Strange footage, so I might do Doctor Strange first tonight, so should be along pretty quickly. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here to learn about Jesse Quick in Season 3 of The Flash, and you can click here to watch that funny Thor trailer again. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.